Well, good evening, everybody. Alan Slaughterzinski for the Brevard Sports Network. And tomorrow kicks off a fantastic preseason tournament right here at Palm Bay High School. You want to get you like girls basketball? Well, you want to get on down here and make sure you check it out. We are here today pre-recording interviews for this event and for the upcoming season media day, if you will, here at Palm Bay High School for the girls basketball team. And I'm pleased to announce the new head basketball coach for, I can't stop smiling when I say that word. I can only imagine how you feel, Mr. E.J. Murray. And look, if you know E.J., I mean, he's only won 2 state basketball championships, right? I mean, heck of a career in this county already. And E.J., you got a heck of a team behind you this year. So, with everything that you do with girls basketball, what does it mean to be back at the helm of a program like this?
I'm excited. Very excited. I love Palm Bay High School, man. It's been a phenomenal experience being over here working with Coach Morano. And she had some things that kind of came up this year, and so she talked to me and said, hey, Coach, I think it would be good for you to kind of transition in this year. So it's good, man. I'm excited and just trying to keep everything going that she's obviously had going over here.
I can tell you this right now. The last time I stood next to this gentleman, we were holding a state championship trophy together as a head coach. Great days over at Florida Air. Now, Coach, before we talk about this season, it's important to revisit the past a little bit because you graduated some players here last year. One of them today made her collegiate debut, if you will, in Emma Risch. I didn't get a chance to see the game, but moving on from those young ladies in which you had so much to do, you, Coach Morano, East Coast, all of it, so much to do with the success of these young ladies and their hard work. What does it make you? How does it make you feel to see these girls, Emma, doing what they're doing now?
Man, the fruit of it and seeing them out there, seeing her play on TV today on ESPN, me and my wife, we got a chance to watch the game, and it was just exciting to see her play. She's been a little banged up, but she did get out there and she played hard. She did her best. Alanya, she had her first game today too at Samford. So, got a chance to watch her this afternoon as well. So it's just exciting to see the girls out there and them doing well. And, that's all the things that I think we did here locally in the community was for them to be able to take that next step. So exciting for them.
I want to ask you too, because oftentimes, Coach, and I love the fact that every time I get to talk to you, you tell us the truth. So I want to start here because we know how club sports can be in this county, and we know, I don't care what sport you're talking about, club sports in general, but East Coast United is special. It is very special, and I want to ask you about it because so many girls come from that program. What sets East Coast United apart?
I think we just have phenomenal people that are involved in our organization. We started East Coast United to bring the community together for basketball. And so my dad and myself obviously kind of lead that charge. But, we've got, Coach Josh over at Vieira and Coach Corey and Coach Brian at Cocoa, Coach Will at Holy Trinity. It's just so many guys and people in the community that I think that support what we do. And it allows us to really do well with the girls and then, obviously takes really good parents who kind of see a vision and can buy into it. And I think that's where it comes. And then the talent, it just speaks for itself. If the kids come and they actually want to work and they want to do well at basketball, we have a program that if they do their part, we'll do our part. So
the list is tremendous of the girls that go on to play at the next level from ECU. All right, Coach. I know you graduated some really good talent, but let's be honest, there's some really good talent out there on that floor behind me. As you look at the 2023-2024 Palm Bay Lady Pirates, tell us, kind of take us through them a little bit and talk a little bit about who you got this year.
Yeah, we're really going to be good this year, man. Obviously, I think it starts with Kiara Williams. She's a senior. She's headed to Pitt. She's one of the best players in the state. She'll be, up for Miss Basketball this year. So I think everything is going to start with her. And then it kind of goes from there. Natalie Allen is here in her first year at Palm Bay. She's a senior, committed to Palm Beach Atlantic. Excited for Nat to be here. Great kid, great parents, man. So, she really fits into what we do here as far as the culture is concerned. And then Jaida Civil, man. Jaida Civil is probably, she's electric, really exciting player, man. One of the top kids in the country in her class. She's pretty heavily recruited as well. And so, man, everyone is like, get your popcorn ready watching Jaida Civil. Yeah, I mean, she might throw one down. She might be the first girl in our county to throw one down.
She's tall, and she is her legs. What do they say? Come up to her shoulders, so to speak. She can jump. I'm out here watching her warm up. She just looks the part for sure. Can't wait to watch her.
And the freshmen, we've got 2 freshmen that I think have a chance to be really special. Erynn Moffett, Neefy Moffett. Her dad played here at Palm Bay back in the day. She's a really, really good player. She's probably next up. Her and Jordan Baker. They're both freshmen. They'll play a lot this year for us here at Palm Bay.
How about the depth?
Oh, we're super deep. Yeah, because we brought back a lot of kids last year that I think that got a lot of good experience. Both the twins, Carlicia and Ellie, KJ, Kamora Sharp. She had a really good summer. Those girls did well during the summer playing travel ball. Mia Ruiz. So we've got some depth this year, Mari. We can go 10, 11 deep.
You know, Coach, I want to go back to Kiara for a minute because I can't believe she's a senior. It feels like just yesterday I was watching her over at Florida Air. Well, she was a 7th grader over there, right? When you see these girls and watch them develop, and I want to talk about Kiara specifically because I know how hard she's worked and I know how hard you all have worked with her. Talk about her a little bit.
Yeah, special kid, man. Special kid, again, another young lady that comes from a really good family. And I think Key has put the work in progressively over time. I think she's got a chance to see a lot, just always being around, older players. I think this year in particular is really unique for her because now she's the older player. She's the girl that's really having to step up and take the lead, and she's been doing well with that, I would say, thus far. She is. She's always led
through her game.
Yeah.
How do you teach her to take that next step there?
Just putting her in positions every day where she can talk and and communicate and just do those things, man. So she does a great job. I'm excited for her and the opportunity she has this year to really lead these young ladies and help them, get Palm Bay's first state championship.
Yeah, Coach, that's the next question. There always seems to be that obstacle in the way. It's like Highland Prep, whoever, doesn't matter. There's always that obstacle. Tell me why this team this year is a little bit, and not to take anything away from any of those other teams, because let's be honest, that Lake Highland Prep team over the last couple of years is a damn good team, Coach. Why does this team have what it takes to take that next step?
I think we've got a different type of team this year. We're definitely deeper, probably more athletic, bigger. Kids are tough, and I think that they don't have that pressure on them. I think that they're kind of just like, hey, let's just go play. So we've got a tough schedule. Yeah, our schedule is one of the best in the state. We'll play some of the state's best right off the bat. Starting our season, and so we'll see Dr. Phillips and Colonial and.
All right, I'm going to get myself in probably a little bit of trouble here, but I have walked the fine line of discussing the way you're forced to schedule. I don't like it. I've said it. Matter of fact, I was talking to a couple people over the summer about how I don't like the fact that they force you guys to play a certain amount of games, because I don't think that benefits your program, and I certainly don't think it benefits the programs you go out and beat by 80 points. And it's not that you're going out there boat racing these schools. It's you're just shooting baskets, Coach. I mean, it's what you do, right? How do we fix this?
I always think that there just needs to be more of an ability for there to be power in the coaches and the programs and the team's hands. Florida High School, they do a good job of trying to monitor everything. But, when you really observe or you really talk to the people that are making these schedules, there's no reason why they should have to be forced to play games that neither party wants to play. Now, this year, I think it's a little bit better because, we only have a few of those games. So I would say we probably have 3 or 4. And the rest of our schedule is darn good. So
any travel?
Oh, yeah. So we're going to She Got Game in Atlanta, really good tournament. We're playing Tampa Bay Christmas Invitational. So, and I think that's probably going to be one of the best tournaments in the country. So we'll play in the top bracket over there. We go to Montverde at the end of the season. That's a fun game last year. Yeah, they're loaded as usual, man. So
Did they go back to the Geico last year?
They did, man. So we'll get back over there, man, and we'll do our best with the kids, man. And like I said, we got a good group of girls here.
This guy right here, first of all, let me just say I can't thank him enough for everything he's ever done. If you only knew the story from the start of BSN, this guy was a big part of that. Everything I know about girls basketball in this county was taught to me by this guy right here. I can promise you that, and I couldn't be more thrilled to see him back walking up. And he's a lot of fun to watch, Coach, too. That's another thing I like. Coach, good luck this year, man. Absolutely, man. For E.J. Murray, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. Hey, everybody, Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network, and I'm here with, I don't know any other way to say this, but simply one of the best in the class of 2025, Jaida Civil. And Jaida, first of all, I'm so excited to see you here at Palm Bay. Watched you down at Vero, interviewed you a couple of years ago. This is a pretty good team you're playing on this year. Talk a little bit about the transition for you. How has the transition been?
The transition has been good. You know, everybody's welcoming on the team. I already played with them, a few of them from the travel ball and stuff like that. The school is welcoming too. You know, the teachers are nice. I've been having good grades and all that. So it's just a good welcome and everything.
That's good to hear, because I know a lot of times when you get transfers, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm glad to hear it's working out for you. Now, for those that have never seen you play, and I've seen her play, and trust me, you're going to absolutely love watching her play. Now, for those that haven't seen you play, how would you describe your game? What would you say your game is?
I don't really like to talk about my game that much, but if I was to describe about some of it, I would say that I'm fast, and I get to the basket.
Rebound, shoot.
Rebounding, definitely I'm going to crash the boards. And shooting is getting better, you know, and my mid-range is good. And my three-point shooting is getting better every day from being here at Palm Bay.
You seem to smile a little bit talking about rebounding and defense. I know what you're talking about, and it's kind of like you just have to see her play. She gets to the most impossible rebounds out on the floor. But talk a little bit about what defense means to you.
Defense actually means a lot to me, especially with my Coach EJ himself. He's always on me about it, so there's no choice. I have to provide for the team, you know, defense. Being long and being fast, it's an advantage on defense. So I got to get it done for my team.
You got to love that answer. I got to get it done for the team. And she is long, and she is fast, and she's shifty too. Don't let her not tell you that. She's pretty shifty too underneath of those boards as well. You know, a lot of times if you're long and fast, you can't hide, but she seems to get in there and be able to get the job done. Tell me about playing for Coach EJ.
Man, it's been actually incredible. You know, there can be times where he's yelling at me, but all I have to do is just listen and understand and see it from his point of view, what he's talking about. And it's been good. I mean, he's let me be versatile with my game. I can do what I want, or I can do what I need for the team at the certain times that I need to.
All right. So you're 2025, so we have another year. And we'll talk about recruiting next. I don't like to talk about recruiting when you're a junior because you got a whole nother year of it. And, of course, we'll follow along on the process. But what I do want to talk about is I want to know about you off the floor. Now, I know you play a lot of basketball, okay? But how do you relax? How do you decompress when you've just been out there at these all-weekend tournaments and you come home? How does Jaida relax and kick back?
To be honest, how I relax and kick back is either go in my bed, go play the game, or go watch some YouTube and stuff. And I just love basketball so much that it's no problem with me getting back on the court if they needed me to. Right after, I like it.
Who you got a favorite all-time player?
I don't have a girl's favorite all-time player because one problem is I don't watch much WNBA. But if we're talking about basketball, it's definitely Michael Jordan. He's one of the best, you know? He's one of the best.
I love that. Defense, offense, I love the answer. If I picked up your phone right now and I went to your music, would be the last song you listen to get you ready? What's your go-to pump-up song?
My go-to pump-up song would probably be Love Music. I don't know why, but Love Music is just the tunes of it. The tunes of it is relaxing, and it gives me hype for the game. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? So let me see if I can piece this together. Let's play psychologist interview for a second, right? So she's going to relax on you before, right? She's going to listen to that soft, good music, and then she's going to bust up on you underneath the boards, right? Am I right?
You're not lying.
I love it. Jaida, if there was one thing that you believe everybody should know about the 2023-2024 Palm Bay Pirates girls basketball team, what would it be?
But we're gonna come with a lot of energy. We're just gonna come with a lot of energy, and we're gonna play hard on defense end. It's always coached by our coach so we're gonna do it.
And you're gonna see it. You're gonna see a lot of them this year, right here on Brevard Sports Network. Jaida, thank you very much. Yes, appreciate it. Jaida Civil, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. Well, one of the things that I just cannot believe walking into this gym is the fact that the young lady sitting next to me is already a senior. I can remember watching her walk on the court at Florida Air as a 7th grader. First of all, Kiara, you make me feel old, by the way. I'm here with Kiara Williams, and man, I don't know what to say other than congratulations on, to this point, an absolutely stellar career. Let's start with your commitment, though. I love your selection of Pitt. Tell us why and how you came to settle on Pitt.
So I had went up there on an official visit, and as soon as I got there, there's like this tunnel you go through, and then as soon as you go through the tunnel, it's just like Pittsburgh, and it's very beautiful down there. You know, I got to hang out with the girls, hang out with the coaches. You know, their team reminds me of the team like back home.
Three Rivers, the Three Rivers City. They got a hamburger or cheeseburger up there you got to go eat. Trust me. I'll make sure you get the name. Have you had it yet?
Nah.
Oh, I'll send you the name of it. Trust me, you're going to love it. Kiara, you have been a part of some really special basketball teams here, and obviously, you know, the likes of Emma and Alonia have all graduated. This is your team now. How do you approach this season?
I'm very excited. You know, we did lose 3 key players, our seniors, but this year we have a lot of depth in our team. You know, I believe we're just as good, if not even better, than last year.
Jasmine, I didn't mean to leave Jazzy out there. Now, you've always been quiet, though, right? Being a team leader doesn't always necessarily require one to be extremely vocal, but Coach Murray tells me you are taking that step towards. How do you come from being quiet and reserved and mean as a declawed cat on the court to being vocal when you need to?
You know, just following in the footsteps of my past teammates. You know, of course, Emma Rish, she was a great leader. So was Alania and Jazz. So just kind of following in their footsteps.
Tell me what it means to have Coach EJ as the head coach this year. Coach Morano has done a terrific job with this program. 10 years she walked the sidelines here, but you kind of wild that you started over at Florida Air with Coach EJ, and now you get to end your high school career with Coach EJ. What's that mean?
It means so much. Almost all of my basketball career, he's always been my coach, my mentor, the man that kind of taught me the game as I grew up.
Gotcha. Where does your love and passion for this sport come from?
So I started playing basketball in the 6th grade because of my grandfather, and he took me out to an ECU practice. After that practice, I just fell in love with it. Yeah, I just fell in love with it and continued to progress and learn more about the game.
Queen of the double-doubles is what I gave her that nickname last year, and I'm sticking with it. You can be queen of the double-doubles again this year. There's no doubt about it. Cry she crashes those boards, grabs those rebounds. What does it mean to be able to have somebody else crashing the boards like Jaida Civil here?
Oh, it means so much. And Jaida, she's like my best friend.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we have that connection like on and off the court.
That is so cool. I'm telling you right now, these Jaida and Kiara could be the two best defensive players underneath of that basket that this county has seen in a if they've ever seen two players this good defensively underneath of the opposing team's basket. Obviously, you got the same hard schedule this year with the same expectations to win a state championship. I know that you've always run into those juggernaut teams like the Lake Highland Preps of the world, but what do you think separates this team this year, makes this team the exception, and can go get that job done?
Oh, we're very versatile, from people with skill to people with heart. And as for ages, our freshman class is amazing, so we really have depth in our bench and on the court.
Perfectly said. All right. We have known enough about you on the court over the last 5 years, 6 years. I know you love the sport, and I know you play a lot of it. But when you're not playing the sport, how does Kiara relax? How do you relax? How do you chill out?
Kind of just hanging out with my teammates, hanging out with family members, maybe playing video games.
What do you play?
2K.
All right. Now, what team you use on 2K?
I use the Grizzlies. Yeah.
Who's your favorite team, either NBA or WNBA or player?
Honestly, my favorite player is I would probably say Hakeem Olajuwon.
Okay. Why?
So, when I first started with my grandfather, he's the one who kind of taught me his moves. We would always sit and we would watch videos on him, and that's kind of where I started to base my game off of.
It's funny you say that, because I love Hakeem, and thinking about Hakeem Olajuwon in your game, I see a lot of. That's great to know that. Listen, Kiara, it has been an absolute pleasure covering you for the last 5-6 years. You have been terrific to us, and we want to thank you. Congratulations on your commitment to Pitt, and good luck this season, because I'm telling you, I feel it. I feel like this team's going to go win a state championship. For Kiara Williams, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. All right, let me get a picture. Hey, everybody, Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network, and I'm here, freshman, right? Freshman. Can you imagine a freshman going to be out here on the floor for the Palm Bay Lady Pirates this year, helping guide them to a state championship? No doubt in my mind. I'm here with Erynn Moffett. Erynn, right? I got it right. Erynn Moffett. Feeling any pressure being a freshman?
No, not really.
Why is that? Because Coach Murray told me you're a special player. Describe your game to us.
Well, I've been playing in the post, but I've been working on my getting out, because if I'm playing on the same team with Key, then they don't need me in the post. So I've been expanding my game to the wing, and I'm like a wing guard.
I got you, like a wing guard. Okay. What's the best aspect of your game? Would you say, what is the part of your game that this team is going to most benefit from?
Probably just my work ethic, because I play really hard and have a lot of energy.
Let's talk a little bit about your love for the sport. To make this team as a freshman, it's not an easy thing to do. In fact, probably should put it on a resume when you get older on a job. If they don't know, they'll know. Talk a little bit about this team and what it means to be on it.
Well, this team, it's really special, because all these are older girls, and I really they're going where I would trying to go. So it's a whole bunch of role models on the team with me, and they just bring a lot of energy, and I just want to do the best I can for them.
Team, that's all you hear from her. Team, the best I can for them. I love that mentality. Tell us a little bit about where your love of the sport comes from.
Probably my dad. Yeah, I've been doing this since I was young, and at first
He went to Palm Bay.
Yeah.
He was a star here, wasn't he?
Yes, sir. When I first started, I actually didn't like it, but that's just because I just felt like I wasn't good, and then I got better, and then I and started enjoying it more, because I could do more things.
It's cool that you have that bond with your dad. So, can you get out there and take him?
Yes, I sure can.
I love it. I absolutely love it. What do you like? I guess, when did you start playing basketball?
5th grade.
Really? Okay, so you've been playing this for a while now. Club team. What club team?
ECU.
Of course you do. Absolutely. Tell me what it's like playing for Coach EJ here on the varsity team so far.
I'd say it's like two different personalities. So when you walk in, you gotta assess and see which personality is gonna be, see how you can be. Because some days it'll be like, and he'll snap and be like, oh, you're on the line all practice. But then some days it'll be like joking and fun. So we just gotta see what.
So I guess in the long run, y'all are like, okay, we need to do this to get this Coach Murray, right? Yeah, I get it. Talk a little bit about. I mean, you got 4 years here, and what part of your game do you want to work on the most to get better at?
I'm probably a consistent shooter. Yes.
All right. How do you relax? I'm sure there's a lot of basketball talk in your house with how great your dad was and how great you are and what your future holds. But how do you get away from the game? How do you relax?
I'll go in my room and listen to music, and I'll paint.
And you'll paint. All right, let's talk about painting because that fascinates me. What do you like to paint?
Anything. I really like to paint cartoons right now.
Really? That's cool. Now, do you create your own? Or, okay, hey, I'm telling you, that is fun, and it feels like soothing. You know, for a while there in my life, I used to do those adult coloring books to relax. So I get that. I understand. What's your favorite cartoon right now to paint?
SpongeBob.
Okay. A lot of color there, a lot of depth. I get it. All right, here's the final question for you about you. You hit the winning shot to win the game, right? Dad says you can go anywhere you want to go and get anything you want to eat. Where are you going and what are you eating?
I think I would go to. I wouldn't want to go anywhere. I just want him to cook something for me.
He's a good cook too. Look at that, Dad. A great basketball player, former basketball player here, former great athlete here at Palm Bay, and a great cook too. Well, Erynn, first of all, congratulations on your short basketball career to this point, but good luck. And we look forward to. We're very blessed here in Brevard County because you get someone like an Emma Risch and a Alonia Walden and a Jasmine Major that graduates, and lo and behold, voila, someone like Erynn Moffett appears that we get to follow again for the next 4 years, and we're very excited about that. For Miss Moffett, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. Hey, everybody, Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network here with our final interview of the day here for Media Day, and it is with senior Natalie Allen, and I can't believe you're a senior already. I mean, I feel like just yesterday I was covering you as a freshman. Talk about what it means to be a senior and how it came up so fast.
It's all part of the process. Now I'm in that leadership role that I looked up to when I was a freshman, and I'm super excited for the season.
It's the one thing that – well, let me ask you this first. The transition here to Palm Bay, how has that been for you?
Probably the best decision I've made. Just being surrounded by an environment with girls who want to work hard and put the time in each and every day, because we work really, really hard here, and it's really a commitment for this team, and it's been nothing but awesome.
That's something you're used to from your years at ECU. Talk a little bit about playing for Coach Murray.
Oh, Coach Murray, it's been great. Everything that he's been saying, that he's taught me, has really been part of my improvement the last couple of years.
Your commitment, Palm Beach Atlantic, we just posted it recently. Talk a little bit about that decision and why Palm Beach Atlantic was right for you.
Well, first of all, I'm a Florida girl at heart, and the location is beautiful. And when I first met the coaches and got to be around the team, I knew it was an environment that I would enjoy being in and I would grow in, not only as a basketball player but as a person. And it's definitely a level that I could make an impact on. So I feel like that was my best decision, and I'm super, super excited.
How did ECU and, all of your training prepare you for what you went through in the recruiting process, and how prepared do you feel you are? I mean, there's going to come shocks. Things are going to come at you fast over the next year. But with that said, how prepared do you feel?
I feel very prepared. The work that we put in over the last couple of summers definitely having patience and seeing my progression through the past couple of years has been extreme. And I've never worked this hard, and I feel like I've prepared myself to the best of my abilities.
What advice do you have for those out there that are juniors and going through the recruiting process? Because it's not easy. To me, it's either you love it or you hate it. Generally, is there an in-between? But what advice could you offer somebody?
It's definitely a love-hate process. Be patient. Reach out to coaches as much as you can, because that really shows them that you are interested in them, and reaching out to them can set you apart from other people.
You know, I'm excited to watch you out here this year with this talent. You know, it's funny because we would talk when we did our all-star teams, and we would go, wow, could you imagine if this girl played on that team or that girl played on this team? And obviously we threw your name in the hat here a couple of different times. But just tell me, I mean, this is just watching practice run. Now, I've never been to maybe one or two other practices, but it just seems different here, and what the expectation level is and the schedule is and the tournaments are. What does it mean to be part of a process where the state championship is the only goal?
It's honestly, it's an honor for me. Coming from a program that's different from this one, I think that the standard here is nothing but excellence. And we all strive each and every day to reach that goal. And I feel like that's the only way that we can go and make a run in the state playoffs.
Working hard, no doubt about it. And what do you like best about it? I mean, I know it's not been that long, but you played with these girls over the summer, a lot of them. And so what do you like best right now about what you're seeing from this team?
The chemistry that we all have together. It's nothing like I've ever been a part of before. It really is a second family. We do everything together. We practice together. We hang outside of school together. We truly do everything as a family.
I saw them. She was kind of warming up a little bit over there on the bike, and I saw them all congregate around you. I mean, she's not just saying it. It is a truth here. And, okay, so forget basketball. You're a senior. What are you looking forward to the most? I mean, you got the prom, you got graduation, you've got, I can't, what is it called, grad bash or something like that. I'm old, so I get these things mixed up. But out of all of the things that you do as a senior, what are you looking forward to the most?
The most? It's a tie between signing day, which is coming up soon, and graduation.
Now, you'll be signing in a couple of days, right?
Wednesday.
Right. Man, I'll talk to you about that afterwards. But so you sign on Wednesday, and, of course, graduation. How does you play a lot of basketball, whether high school, whether club, whatever, and I know you love the sport, but what do you do for fun? How do you relax?
Oh, I'm a beach girl.
Are you?
I love the beach. That's my happy place.
You surf or anything like that?
Go swim, go tan, just be in that environment. It's great.
You are in the right place. And, of course, Palm Beach Atlantic, right? What else could you say? Natalie, it's been an absolute pleasure covering your career and talking to you as we have through the years, and we've got an entire season coming up, and Natalie is going to be part of a team that is considered one of the upper echelon top favorites to win a state championship this year. For the Palm Beach Atlantic commit and Palm Bay Lady Pirate, Natalie Allen, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinsky for the Brevard Sports Network. Now,